we're here at the north end of DD Highway in northwest Wright County, Missouri. The pavement is about to end and it becomes a county gravel road, Pleasant Ridge Road. And I'll set my trip meter and we'll see just how far it is to the property. It's not too far. It looks like this road was just graded within the last couple days, and they haven't come back and smoothed out the bigger rocks. I'm trying to move a little quickly to keep the video short, and we can spend more time on the land than on the road here. There, it's smoothed out a little bit. But Pleasant Ridge Road, it's a county road, so it's county maintained. This 10-acre tract we're looking at has about 330 feet of frontage. Its entire west side does front Pleasant Ridge Road, which is good. It gives you good access all year. Electric and phone are right at the road on the west side. Another big plus. The coolest thing about this 10-acre property is the east side borders about 1,500 acres of public land. It's called the Fuson Conservation Area. So you can have your 10 acres, set up your campsite or your cabin or your home, and you've got use of 1,500 acres, which directly adjoins you on the east side, which is sort of a unique situation. It's open, double check this if you would like, but I believe it's open for hunting, camping, fishing. There's a creek there. There's at least one large cave on the Fuson Conservation Area. So pretty cool. Hike around, spend years exploring that while you still have your 10 acres to come back to and enjoy. We're getting closer to the property. It will be on the right-hand side. Still a couple hundred yards ahead of us. This is a nice area in northwestern Wright County. It's secluded enough to be peaceful and private, but it's also close to some good towns. Okay, we're coming up on the start of the property. In fact, there's a post right there with some pink ribbon on it, set back into the tree line. That would be the southwest corner, of the 10 acres. So then it continues for about 330 feet as we look to the north. Off to the left, you can see an earth shelter house, so that's a very good landmark to show that you're on the property here. I'm just gonna pull right up on here and we will go have a look at this property. So there you can see the house on the other side. Now we're looking directly at the 10 acres. I'll just walk to the east and leave the camera running. This property does go back to the east for a quarter mile, about a quarter mile. So if you are not feeling that neighborly, you can put your driveway going back to the east, 1,000 feet if you want supreme privacy. And then of course the entire east side borders that Fuson Conservation Area. So you've got that available for use as well. This is actually the first time I've ever walked this property. I've seen it from the road a couple times, but it's the first time I've been on this property. And it looks like this entire east side is basically level, with a lot of good options for building sites or camping sites. You've got some mature timber And then quite a bit of what looks to be maybe 15 to 20-year-old timber. So that's a nice investment to have. That will be mature timber at some point in the future. It's already got an awesome start. Still continuing back to the east. I'm looking back about another 100 feet and it looks like it drops down and then back up again. So a little bit of a small valley there. Really nice usable property. We were fortunate enough to get just a few of these 10-acre tracts, and we didn't think we worked on the deal forever. We didn't think it was come through, and then very happily it did. It's just the kind of property that we like to get and then get into the hands of people who really appreciate it. It just has so much going for it, bordering that public land, having the road frontage, wide enough and deep enough that you have great seclusion, power, telephone, and still close to some nice cities. Marshfield and Lebanon and Hartville are all within about half an hour, I believe. Grove Spring and Niangua are closer, they're much smaller. But if you're a hunter, if you're a camper, man, we don't come across a lot of properties like this. Really nice. And this timber, like I said, it's got a very good start. So there's going to be some great marketable timber here within the next, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. This is going to be fantastic. It's already nice timber. We've found after doing this for a few years that any property that you can walk through and that's not brushy, that timber's got a really good start. For about 10 or 15 years after a property's been heavily logged, it'll be too brushy to ever walk through. But clearly this property, you can walk through it. Bring your chainsaw if you like, if you want to clear some trails and roads and building sites. I believe anything over 8 inches in diameter can't be cut until the property's been paid for, but the smaller stuff, feel free. Be careful with your saw, especially if you've never used one. Really awesome property. In fact, if we were to continue north on Pleasant Ridge Road about another 500 feet, that's one of the access points to the Fuson Conservation Area. It's not the main one, but it is one of the access points. Now it's going to cloud over on me. But we got a little sunshine. Cool property. We were super happy to get these. This is Tract 2 at the Fuson Conservation Area in northwest Wright County, Missouri.